Hello everyone, my name is EXB and I'm the developer of Stardust Reign. Stardust Reign is a 2.5D fighting game heavily inspired by anime and manga. Development started in late 2022, and since then, I've been hard at work bringing this project to life. Recently, I launched the game's first public demo, the Ignition demo, on Steam. The demo contains 5 stages and 3 fighters, Marco Feng, Eric Williams, and Akane Akari. In this segment, I would like to talk about aspects of the gameplay, as well as changes to the game's visuals that will be seen in future demos. There are 2 systems that form the basis of every fighter in Stardust Reign: Renga and the Levels system. Renga is a resource required to use many of the mechanics in Stardust Reign. One mechanic that makes use of this resource is Renga Boost. Renga Boost can be used to close the distance between you and your opponent, follow up on combos, escape combos, or chase after opponents who escape your combos. There are many other use cases for this mechanic, but I think it's best if you find those on your own. The other system that affects fighters is the Levels system. Every fighter in the game has a level assigned to them. This level determines what mechanics they are able to use. There are 5 levels in total, the weakest being red level and the strongest being blue level. The closer a fighter is to blue level, the more mechanics they have access to. Of the fighters currently in the Ignition demo, all of them are at orange level. The exception being Akane Akari, who when transformed, drops down to red level. While your fighter's level doesn't necessarily determine their overall strength, it's definitely something you want to keep in mind when selecting your fighter. Some fighters have secondary mechanics, like Akane's Rage Meter. However, those mechanics will be discussed when made relevant. As for the game's visuals, it's heavily inspired by anime, manga, and Western comic books. During the final stages of the Ignition demo's development, I thought about pushing the game's art style even further. The clip you are about to see is how the game will look going forward. As you've just seen, the game's art style has been updated to fit the project's overall aesthetic. These changes will be in effect in the game's next major update. Also shown in that clip was one of 3 new stages being added into the next build of the game. New stages are not the only thing coming to the next build. This next segment will talk about new fighters coming in future builds of the game. 4 new fighters are planned to be added into the game. 2 will be added in the game's second demo, with the other 2 being added in the third. Of the 4 fighters, 3 of them are in various stages of production. 2 of these fighters were teased at the end of the game's most recent trailer. What you are about to see is development footage of one of those 2 fighters. Please have a look. The fighter, General 6, will be added in the next major demo of the game. He is one of the 2 new fighters being added to the next demo, called the Sparks demo. General 6 is a brawler type character. He specializes in close quarters combat and is an incredibly powerful fighter. His Renga level is right. He is also the first fighter to have access to advanced techniques. Unlike Renga skills, which are directional based special moves, advanced techniques take the form of traditional fighting game motion inputs. He is also going to be an assist based fighter, but that will be shown off once he's further in development. While I currently don't have footage of the second fighter, she is also in the early stages of development, so more updates on her will be shown soon. That's all I have to talk about in regards to fighters right now. This next segment will talk about other things coming into future demos. Aside from the game's visual overhaul, new stages, and new fighters, single-player content will be added to the Sparks demo. The Sparks demo will contain a new game mode called Stardust Anthologies. In Stardust Anthologies, you play through a variety of different storylines that take place within the world of Stardust Reign. These storylines will see you face off against various opponents, some of which are exclusive to this game mode. The Sparks demo will contain 4 to 5 of these chapters, with more being added in the next demo. Online play is also planned to be added into the next demo. This is planned to utilize rollback netcode. Launching alongside the Sparks demo will be the project's official Discord server. Here you can set up matches, talk about characters, and talk to other members of the community. After the Sparks demo, the next demo will contain 2 new fighters and a new single-player story mode called Stardust Sagas. I can't say much about this new mode as I've only just started development on it, but I think it'll be something you guys enjoy. With all that being said, we've reached the end of the video. By the time you're watching this, General 6 will have been 25% completed. Production on the game's 5th fighter and Stardust Anthologies would have also begun. For more updates on the project, be sure to hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, and be sure to wishlist the project on Steam. All links will be in the pinned comment below. With all that being said, I'll see you in the next video.